Do the pot odds justify him making this call in this situation?
Is that all it is?
That's all it is.
Let's go.
Show.
There's 372,000 in the pot. Cost him 183,000 to call. He's getting a little bit over 2 to 1 on his money. And if he gets lucky, he can knock Jim Overman out of this tournament.
Well, the pair of 8s did not work out. A few hands back for Jim.
2 to 1.
This time he could double up. They could turn it around. Will it be his hand tonight?
I call.
He is going to call it. So mathematically, he's getting the right price to call here. Now remember the first hand of three-handed play. Jim Overman had 2 8s. Tony G had 2 10s. Tony G won that pot and doubled up here. Now Jim has the 2 8s and they're the favorite. Can he be lucky and have the 2 8s win for him? Or will the 2 8s be his nightmare at this final table?
Here we go.
9 of diamond, 3 of
Flop comes
hearts.
up.
brain drives me insane. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie to me. Don't fry, don't fry, don't fry your brain. More carrots. Don't tear it. More carrots. Where's Garrett?
Vegetables. Vegetables.
Here it come from the west side. The left side.
87.5.
He now has about $1.5 million in chips. Surrender with 600,000. And the price of poker's going up, Vince. We're now playing with a $5,000 ante. Blinds are 25 and 50,000.
That is big time. And let me tell you something. He's calling himself the table captain. He's made himself the captain. Not with just the best hands. He makes it work here. Tony G in great form.
Well, let's see if Surrender can come back here.
He's got a nice hand here. He's got a pair of sixes this time. He's going all in.
Well, I don't blame him for that. He's bet 595,000 here, folks. In the meantime, Tony G's got a Jack-8 offsuit. I can't imagine what he can possibly be thinking about here, Vince.
Who the heck knows? I mean, the man feels invincible at this moment.
It's not looking good, Surrender. You're gonna have to win this one, I think.
This is a $545,000 raise he's facing here. He's got Jack-8 offsuit. All he has in his pot is a big blind.
543.
How much?
543.
I call.
He is going to call this.
Folks, I cannot believe he's made this call. I know everything's going his way so far, but how you call over $500,000 with a Jack-8 offsuit, I don't know.
Heads up, you give me some free money and then you have to face this.
Face this. What is it? Actually, it's almost a 50-50 coin flip.
Well, you're right, that's what it is. 2 sixes for Surrender, Jack-8 for Tony G.
I'm not gonna lay down. It's me. You're gonna have to beat me.
And if Surrender loses this pot, it's over. We're gonna have our champion. It's gonna be Tony G from Australia.
Three of these champions. Probably gonna
Here we go with the flop.
3 of diamond. Queen.
Well, it's 3 Queen 9. Now that gives Tony G a straight draw also.
If a 10 hits, it's all over, right?
He can also win the pot with a Jack or an 8.
This is magic time. There's a lot of outs.
Let's see the third card.
Surrender holding his breath. Everything on the line.
Here's the turn. No.
Well, the deuce comes off, so right now it must be a Jack, a 10, or an 8. Or Surrender will double up and take the lead once again.
And Surrender's starting to chant. Last card's coming up. One card from the title.
Well, it's a 3. Surrender Sooner is doubled up there. And Vince, I got to tell you, if Tony G ends up losing this tournament, he can point right to this hand as to where the critical mistake was for him. In my mind, he was in command. Everything was going his way. And now he's doubled up. He's put momentum back on the side of Surrender. And now Surrender is our chip leader once again because he opted to gamble here in this spot, which I think was a very bad play.
It's scary, isn't it, Surrender? The only difference is I had no fear and you were shaking, man. That's the only difference.
What a shot in the arm for Surrender. He's got to love that. Now it's on Tony G.
Buttons on Tony is gonna be first.
He's got a 10-8 offsuit this time.
I'm all in.
Look at this. He's going to go all in with it.
Unbelievable. 850,000 he's bet here with 10 high.
Man has no fear.
Look at this. Surrender looks down and finds a blackjack. He's got ace jack.
He's got a pretty solid hand.
But still, it's 850,000. He just saw the guy tilt on the last hand. Is he tilting again? That's what's going through Surrender's mind. Does he really have that big a hand?
It's a big one.
Well, Tony says he's got a big hand.
Well, this time he doesn't. He's lying about this one. Mixes up his lies quite well.
Well, the last time, Surrender could have ended this tournament when he had the top pair. He didn't call at the river. Will he make the same mistake again?
Well, they're both forced to play all-in poker at this point. No massaging left. And right now, let's see if it works for Tony G. Can he get the man with ace-jack out of this?
Well, he stands up, he rubs his head. He knows if he plays and wins this pot, it is over. He'll be our champion. On the other hand, it's an $850,000 bet. Does he want to flip a coin for this title? Remember, there's $500,000 in real money on the line, as well as capturing that trophy.
First time at a final table on the World Poker Tour, Surrender Sunar, regarded as one of the great poker players in the world today, finally having his opportunity here. He can put the Australian away with this. He's going to call
He's
it.
done it. He's made the right call. As the cards lie, Surrender's about a 2-to-1 favorite.
And Tony G looking like he has some problems here. Not quite with the same confidence as he was a few hands back.
You know, you have to think he overbet this pot, Vince.
Close to $1 million for the first place prize, plus the WPT guaranteed seat at Bellagio. At the championship, so much at stake right now. Surrender can taste it.
This is a lucky hand for me, this man. This hand is amazing.
Now
for me.
Tony G is going to talk himself into
This
this.
hand is my favorite hand in the whole.
Well,
It better be.
We'll see what happens.
now remember, if Tony G wins this hand, he will be a monster chip leader, but it won't be over. Yes, Surrender will be on the respirator, but he won't be out.
This is fun, man. This is fun.
What drama
I
here.
dreamed about this hand all my life. I ate 10.
Well, here we go. Can Tony G get lucky and stay alive?
Let's go for it.
Or will Surrender Sunar be our champion? Here comes the flop. Some 7. Oh, he's hit the 10 right on the second card
I
off.
don't like your hand so much. It's okay. It's all right.
It comes 10, 7, 5.
Top pair for Tony G.
Well, right now, Surrender's going to have to catch an ace or a jack or 2 running cards to make a straight or a flush.
What a sickening flop so far for Surrender.
Well, it's not over yet. But right now, Tony G's in the driver's seat to win this pot.
Here comes the turn card.
Now a diamond comes off.
That's good for Surrender. He's got 4 diamonds now.
Yes, he does. Surrender can win this pot with a diamond, an ace, or a jack.
It's a two of clubs, sir.
Tony G trying to stay positive. He's 1 card away from elimination. Anything can happen on this river card.
This is agonizing. Oh, it's a 9.
gonna survive.
I made it straight. Look at this.
Well, Tony's made it straight, but it means nothing. Surrender is 6.
7, 8. Yeah, I made it straight.
Oh, he's playing dumb to blue.
Sorry, Surrender. But you had the unders all the way, baby. You don't the only thing you don't realize it, right? Because I put you all in every time.
Now he's getting a lecture from Mr. Lucky over there.
Everything.
I mean, to make things even worse.
I'm gonna be the best.
Oh, man. This is unbelievable. Look at Surrender. Folks, I'm telling you, this guy is a professional player, one of the best in the world. And look at the expression on his face, how sick he is.
Get out the smelling salts.
Attack.
Surrender down to just a little bit over 300,000. Tony G with over 1.7 million now in chips.
Okay,
A
baby, let's
commanding
go.
chip leader.
Something
And
for
in
me.
great shape to take this title
All right.
now. This table is filled with more twists and turns than a roller coaster ride.
Yes, but there will be a winner. Winner look back at the Season 3 Grand Prix de Paris returns in just a moment.
Come back to WPT Greatest Final Table, where we're about to watch the conclusion of one of the greatest heads-up battles of all time. Surrender Sunar versus Tony G at the final table of the Season 3 Grand Prix de Paris. Now, it's late into the night in Paris, but neither one of these players is ready to give up and go home.
But one of them will go home, as we'll see in a moment.
It's like all in every hand. He's got to win 2 in a row.
Folks,
I
this
hope he
place
does.
is stunned here in Paris.
Then we start again.
Virtually everyone in here pulling for Surrender Sunar to win this title.
And if you
Well,
fall 2
I
times,
guarantee you one thing.
You have to win 3 in a row.
Tony G really doesn't have a whole lot of friends.
Good luck, sir. You're
The
on
weird part
it's like
is
Baccarat
you get
now.
Tony off the poker table and away from
You're
him. He's
on
really a
the
pretty good chap, but certainly at the table, everybody hates the way he acts at the table because it aggravates everyone.
He is entertaining, though, and he is brilliant at what he does.
In the meantime, Surrender Soonar's picked up 2 jacks here on the button. Just enjoy to have these right now, considering
Just say
you're on
what
a
you
short
got.
stack like you are.
Whatever you do, doesn't matter.
He's got about 350,000 left.
Jack high is pretty good heads up. I tell you, it's like favorite.
Oh, man, he's giving poker lessons to Surrender.
Even I've worked that out. Playing enough online, you work that out.
I'm all in.
Well, Surrender's gone all in.
Yeah, he's going to play it hard with a pair of jacks.
I call. Come on. I got a
Tony
jack
calls
high.
him with a jack 4 here.
I can't believe this call.
This is amazing. He called him before for over $500,000 with a jack 8. Here he calls 350,000 with a jack 4. Unfortunately for him, he's up against 2 jacks this time, meaning right now Surrender Soonar is nearly a 9-to-1 favorite to win this pot.
Oh, man, that is just devastating right now. And how quickly he called. This could be a major mistake. It looks like it at this point.
It's a nice hand. I wish I get those kind of hands.
So Tony just gambling, just trying to
Stay
end
true
it,
to my
Vince.
word, man. You're gonna.
He thinks he's going to get lucky on one of these hands.
10 to 1 on favor.
Maybe
He's
he
only
will.
10 times. He's not gonna win.
All right, here comes the flop.
It's a king, 5, and an ace.
So right now, Tony G in bad shape here. He's going to have to hit 2 running cards of some sort. Otherwise, Surrender is going to stay alive in this tournament. He needs a queen or a 10 to get a tie, 2 4s to get a win, or a deuce and a 3 to get a win. Well, there's a deuce.
That's not a good card, Surrender.
What that means is if a 3 comes off, Tony G will make a 5-high straight and win this title.
I'm the favorite, man. You know
This would be the ultimate fatality right here.
Can he do it? Here we go.
Well, it's a king. So Surrender Soonar takes that first step to coming back by doubling up and staying alive.
Tony G. Gonna duct tape it up a little bit. He's a little ashamed, a little shocked.
We have to win one more time and we start again.
Well, Vince, his philosophy is if I put him in enough time, sooner or later I'm going to get lucky and outdraw him. But I just cannot go with that justification. To me, when you're in command of a tournament, you know, you don't call $550,000 bets with a Jack 8 offsuit, and you don't call $350,000 bets with a Jack 4. I'm sorry, I can't go along with that play.
So we just have a great back and forth battle between these two.
Well, Surrender Soonar
Yeah, you're
taking
raising
that
a call
first
and we
step back
gamble.
on the comeback trail.
And if you pass, it gets worse the next
The
time.
blinds are now
If you roll in,
40,000 and
it's the best
80,000.
thing to do for you now.
Big time poker action here.
To fight back from 300,000, can he do it? Vince, if he does so, it will really be an amazing
Any
performance
connectors
by
or a
him.
jack high call?
It's a great battle. It's a battle of contrast. And right now, Surrender looks down at the king 6 of diamonds.
I'm all in.
He's going to go all in with this.
T'affiches Surrender.
Oh, cool.
Tony picks a pair of 10s. He's called it.
And right now, Tony G in a commanding position to capture this title.
He's got the pair of 10s against king 6.
Good luck, baby.
I can't say he's been patient this evening, but he's been gambling. His instincts have been impeccable. It's backfired a couple times, but down the stretch, deep into the heads-up competition, he is over 2-to-1 favorite right now.
Have a bit of fun with it.
If the 10s hold up, he's going to be our champion. Can Surrender
But I would
Soonar
call
get
it in.
lucky and outdraw his opponent here?
The winner's going to take home
No, not for
$845,000 US dollars. The guaranteed seat at Bellagio at the championship next season. There's so much on the line right now.
High drama here in Paris tonight. Here comes the flop. Well, the first card off is good for Surrender. It's a 6 and another 6. Surrender has outflopped him.
Yes, he has a 9 with 2 6s. He's flopped a set.
Wow.
Just incredible.
Well, right now, Surrender is a nice favorite to double up here.
One more 6.
Can he dodge a 10 or 2 runners?
This is maddening for Tony G right now. He's got to be hating this. The turn card coming up.
Well, in fairness, you'd think Surrender is due to get lucky one time here. It's a 9. Now, what that
9.
means is if a 9 or a 10 comes up, Tony G will win this pot and be our champion.
He does have outs. It would be a miracle. He can make it all happen right now.
Can Surrender dodge a 9 or a 10 and double up and take the lead?
This is what it's all about.
Okay, let's
Title at stake. Here comes the river.
Yes, he does. He dodges it. And look at Tony G, stunned. He knows the trophy was on his mantle. Had he made those two tens hold up, he couldn't do it. Well, here we go. Action's going to be on Tony.
He looks down at a king 3 offsuit. He's going all in with this.
All in.
Well, he knows the king high is favored over random hand. He goes all in for about 850,000.
Surrender's going to look down. He sees an ace.
Look at one card, it's really good.
Good luck to you. Oh, no, you don't know.
Surrender likes his
Well,
group.
that's the first time we've heard Surrender speak
I'll
today.
just call you that looking at the second one.
He's going to give a little trash talking back to Tony.
Yeah, look at this. He looks at an ace.
Yeah, I got you this time.
Good luck.
I'll call you.
Just after looking at one card, he calls him. He goes with his instincts. Great call by Surrender Sunar.
Do I need to look at the other one?
Yes.
Said, do I have to look at the other one?
You do it.
Yeah. Doesn't have the heart to look at the second one.
Well, it's a
That's yours.
7.
It didn't matter. He's in front with his ace
Surrender
7
has the
versus
best
king
hand
3.
this time.
Well, he's almost a 2-to-1 favorite again to capture this title.
Give me an ace.
Crowd on its feet once again. But we've seen it all happen here tonight. Being in front doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win this.
Let's do it.
And you see how sick Tony G is. He knows he has to get lucky to stay alive in this tournament.
Okay. Let us see the flop, please.
And here comes the flop.
Accidental.
Well, the flop is Queen 10-6.
Does not help either player. It's Queen 10.
That means Sunar is out in front with the ace still.
Surrender's still in the lead with the
Yes, he is. Right now, Tony G is going to have some help here.
2 cards to come to take this championship down.
Well, here comes the turn card. It's a jack. Now that gives Tony an open-end straight draw.
He's got a shot here.
Well, it eliminates the king from winning for him because that would give Surrender an ace-high straight. So right now, he needs an ace, a 9, or a 3. If he doesn't catch an ace, 9, or a 3, Surrender Sunar is our champion.
Stop right there.
Here's the river in Paris.
All right, let's see the river card.
It's a 6. A karate chop by Surrender. He is our champion. What a battle we've witnessed tonight here in Paris.
Very worthy champion Surrender Sunar. Finally outlast Tony G.
You see both players totally drained after this match, Vince, and how can you blame them?
Look! Come on, Tony! I have the big heart! I have it, baby!
And now the champion to the Grand Prix de Paris, Surrender Sunar. Well, Vince, sometimes it seems that there's very little justice in poker. Your fate really rests in the cards. But I do think the right player won this night. Surrender Sunar was a veteran when he came to this final table, and that really showed as he took everything that Tony G could throw at him, yet he still came out. We haven't seen Surrender Sunar at another WPT final. This European Poker Hall of Famer has won more than $4.5 million in this poker tournament.
It's true. Tony G, of course, is a media superstar. He back and won the WPT Bad Boys 2 competition in Season 4, which was number 7 on our countdown. And he still plays in the biggest buy-in games around the world.
That's going to do it for WPT Greatest Final Tables. We hope you enjoyed our look back at some amazing moments in poker history. I'm Mike Sexton.
I'm Vince Van Patten. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to WPT Greatest Final Tables, brought to you by ClubWPT.com. Coming up on WPT's Greatest How could you make this bet? Look at this.
He's picked up a huge hand. Okay, no more pussyfooting around.
Welcome to WPT Greatest Tales from the Field, brought to you by ClubWPT.com. We're looking at the final tables where the stories were as great as the action. I'm Mike Sexton.
I'm Vince Van Patten, and tonight we are revisiting Season 4, the 5-Diamond World Championship from Bellagio in Las Vegas.
This final table has it all. A poker legend, Doyle Brunson, a budding young superstar in Patrick Antonius, JJ Lou trying to become the first woman to ever win a WPT title, and an amateur who came in on a $100 online satellite, Renee Peterson from Denmark.
That is right, plus two players who are known for their nicknames as much as their play. The Unabomber, Phil Locke, and Gigabet, Daryl Dickey.
What's wrong with Texas Dolly, Vince? He's there too. You gotta love poker, and a player like Renee Peterson, who qualified on a $100 online satellite, he's sitting at the final table with the likes of Doyle, Patrick, and JJ. It's the only sport in the world where the amateurs can compete with the pros.
That is very true. I mean, it's impossible to see guys like us on the field for Manchester United. You won't be seeing that anytime soon.
That's for sure. Now let's go back to 2005 and hit the Las Vegas Strip. Starting out in 6th chip position with 1.7 million in chips is Patrick Antonius. Patrick is the young phenom from Finland. This is the guy that all the European players are talking about. Vince, it's going to be fun to watch him tonight.
Yes, it is.
Starting out in 5th chip position is the man. He's a former WPT champion, a 2-time world champion, a member of the Poker Hall of Fame. That's right, Doyle Brunson, the godfather of poker, has battled his way back to yet another WPT final table at 72 years young. That is amazing.
Okay, moving over to 4th in chips with 2.5 million. Put the kids to bed, ladies and gentlemen, because the Unabomber's back. That's right, Phil Locke, another former WPT champion. What a player. He is so entertaining. Always interesting to watch him play. Moving over to 3rd chip position is 26-year-old Renee Peterson from Denmark. Renee got to the tournament on a $100 satellite. So that would be truly amazing if he won this thing, turning his $100 into $2 million.
What a parlay. In 2nd chip position with 3.5 million in chips is Daryl Dickin from Waterloo, Iowa. Now, Daryl's won a lot of tournaments in the online world. Tonight, we're going to see if he's got what it takes to win a live tournament against these kind of players.
All right, our chip leader right now with 3.6 million in chips is JJ Lou from Palo Alto, California. JJ is making WPT history tonight, being the first woman to come to a WPT final table as chip leader. She could also be the first woman to win a WPT title.
Vince, JJ's an aggressive player. She's got the kind of style that wins titles. We shall see. It's going to be fun tonight.
All right, 6 eager players ready to go. Let's go down to the fellas. Let's talk about the structure. The blinds will be 25 and 50,000. That's a lot of bread.
Well, speaking of bread, Vince, let's talk about the prize money. Over $8 million in the prize pool here. The winner's going to take home over $2 million. The runner-up over $1 million. Big bucks at stake tonight.
Let's take a look at the first hand. It's going down to Patrick Antonius.
He is the buzz of this tournament around here, I can tell you. Very aggressive player, good-looking young Finn, but he lays his hand.
As does Renee. And now it's around to our chip leader, JJ Lou, who's got King Jack of clubs.
She just came from the Easter parade, doesn't it, Vince?
Yes, that's true. A little Hello Dolly going on there.
Now she makes it 150,000 to go.
And now it's on Phil Locke, the Unabomber, who has picked up a hand. He has ace-5 of clubs. Very tempting with the button in front.
He's got $2.5 million worth of chips, and he's fumbling with them right now.
Hey, if you want to start playing the next WPT, go to WPT by checking out worldpokertour.tv.
He's going to make the call.
Doyle Bronson with 3 deuce chucks it. And Daryl with a 7-3 says no mas. So two-way action. JJ versus the Unabomber, Phil Locke.
Here comes the flop. Ooh, the flop comes King 10-3 with 2 clubs. We could see some fireworks early on here. JJ has flopped the top pair in a flush draw. Phil Locke has flopped the nut flush draw. JJ has bet 175,000.
Phil Locke, Unabomber, looking at an absolute cinch, counting up his chips. Does he make a move here and go over the top, or do you play a conservative? You're certainly not going to lay this down.
Well, many players do Play this hand aggressively and re-raise, trying to win the pot right here.
He's just going to call it.
Well, taking the conservative approach early on here.
Here we go with the turn. Exciting first hand here, Bellagio.
Well, the queen of diamonds comes off. Now this gives JJ an open-end straight draw to go along with the two kings and flush draw. It also gives Phil Locke an ace-high straight draw.
Oh, oui.
Oh, and she goes all in with it.
She is not fooling around.
Are you all in?
Yes.
JJ has the kind of hand that even if she's beat, for example, if Phil had two pair of three of a kind now, she has a lot of outs she could win the pot with the open-end straight draw and the flush draw, but she has put undue pressure here on Phil Locke.
You are a set flopping monstrous, aren't you? Or do you have base jack of clubs?
No, Phil's head is in a vice right here.
Hard to call $2 million on a drawing hand there, and Phil Locke does lay it down.
Yeah, he does.
Well, look at this, Vince. He's immediately going to the bribe here. He's getting out cash to try to pay JJ to show her cards, and she's not doing it good for her.
Watch TV, honey.
And she's telling me I have to wait for the TV show.
Oh, man. Now, look at this. We get to see it, of course. The Wonder Camp coming out. Look at this. He hit a jack. He would have had it straight. So if he'd have played a different